Welcome back to the We Have a Problem channel, and we are back for another Formula One video. It is Japan Race Week. We are going to be giving our normal pole position predictions and then our podium predictions, and we're also going to be adding another prediction. I'll explain that once we get to it. But yeah, Japan Race Week. We're coming off of China, where it was a sprint week. You had George Russell, Charles Leclerc, and Lewis Hamilton, the top three for the sprint race. And then for the main race, you had Kimi Antonelli getting his maiden Formula One win, which was a beautiful moment to see him getting emotional. George Russell in second, and then Lewis Hamilton finally getting that maiden Ferrari podium, which was very long overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some Formula One news that we did have was Adrian Newey stepping down from Aston Martin team principal role. He's going to be focusing on designing the car, which is what a lot of us thought he was originally going to be doing, just mainly there at Aston Martin, because he's never been one to team principal team. He never was a team principal for Red Bull or for any other team that he worked for. And Jonathan Wheatley steps down from the Audi team principal role, and Mattia Binotto is going to be taking his role. He was the Ferrari team principal for a while. So yeah, you have him now team principal in that team, and it's not confirmed that Jonathan Wheatley is going to be team principal for Aston yet. I'm curious to see who's going to be taking that role this weekend because I don't think they've confirmed that. But yeah, just some Formula One news there. We are going to now be getting into our predictions, and our first prediction that we are going to be giving is pole position. You can go ahead and start this one.
For pole, I mean, just based off the last two races, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Russell. I'm not. I've been having trouble keeping up with this season because of work and stuff. But I mean, I know Mercedes has that rocket ship, so I gotta go Russell. As much as it pains me to say, he's confident and that helps a lot too. So and he has a rocket ship, so I am going Russell for pole position this weekend.
And the only reason he didn't get pole last week or a few weeks ago in China was because he had battery issues with his car, and that led to Kimi taking pole position,
Yeah.
and he still qualified second. So, yeah, just to be different and to go with something a little crazy, I'm gonna go Max Verstappen. Um, he obviously
That's who I want.
last season he had that insane pole position lap when he took it away from the McLarens in that white Red Bull suit and car. So yeah, I'm hoping Red Bull can step it back up. He's coming off of a DNF from China, which is very disappointing, and he got disqualified in that Nurburgring GT or race, I believe it was. So yeah, hopefully Max Verstappen is back with a vengeance this weekend, and we saw in Australia that Red Bull car does look competitive in qualifying. Isaac Hadjar put it in P3, and Max Verstappen did crash in his first lap in that qualifying. So who knows where he would have put it in that qualifying session. So I'm hoping Red Bull can be back on form this week. And yeah, I'm going to go with out on the limb and say Max Verstappen for pole position.
Well, I hope you're right.
Yep, me too. Now we are going to be moving on to our podium predictions. We're going to be giving our top three. Once again, we're going to go third, second, and then first. You want to go ahead and start us out with your P3?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Max Verstappen because
Right.
I want him. I want him to win, but hopefully at least we see him in the podium, which obviously he can. It's Max Verstappen. So, but I'm gonna put him in P3 for this weekend. Hopefully higher. Hopefully he wins the thing. But yeah, Max Verstappen P3.
I know this weekend the FIA put out a statement that something in the regulations changed where, like, apparently, I think it is going to hurt Mercedes a little bit. I'm not too sure how much uh, it's going to change Formula One going from now on, but hopefully it does, bring the pack closer together and Mercedes does lose a bit of their advantage that they have. So yeah, maybe Max Verstappen can, smoke something out this week. But for my P3, I am going to be going with Charles Leclerc. Ferrari is a clear number two, fastest car this season. Him and Lewis last week or a few weeks ago in China battling out for P3. That was such a fun fight to see. Those two are the two best wheel to wheel racing drivers, in my opinion, that we currently have on the grid. Any other two drivers who would have been fighting like that, I believe, would have touched each other and both DNF'd and retired out of the race. So yeah, I'm gonna go Charles Leclerc in P3.
For if you have him P3, I'll put him. Oh no.
For P2.
Yeah, for P2, I'll have Nah, I messed up. But for P2, I got George Russell.
Mhm.
I have him in P2. I think he'll lose the P1 position to my pick in P1 for a half for the winner. So yeah, I'll put George Russell in P2 because I can't remember which race it was, but he was having a pretty good battle with one of with the Ferrari guys.
In Australia.
Yeah, so I could see that happen again this week. And obviously you'll see who I put for P1. But um, but yeah, George Russell P2.
Ferrari this year are 3 for 3 with taking race leads in the first corner,
Yeah.
in the sprint and then the two main Grand Prix. So yeah, Ferrari do have a rocket ship off the line.
Hmm.
P2, I'm gonna go with Kimi Antonelli. Coming off of his first maiden win, I think he's building some confidence and gaining some experience because it is barely his second season in this sport. So yeah, I think Kimi, is just going to be right behind who I have in first place. Uh, but yeah, Kimi coming off of his first win, just stay consistent. Hopefully, bring the title fight to George Russell if it is going to be a Mercedes dominant season, because that's what us fans all want to see, just a good title fight. So yeah, I'm gonna go Kimi Antonelli in P2.
I'm gonna go Lewis Hamilton P1. He got his first podium with Ferrari. I hope his first Grand Prix win with Ferrari is inevitable, and I hope it's this weekend. So I am putting him in P1. I would love to see it. I'm sure a lot of people will. Hopefully he gained, which I think he did, a lot of confidence, gain that podium.
He seems a lot more happy this season.
Yeah, so hopefully he has the confidence. Hopefully he's comfortable in the car, and if he is, I can see him finally gain that Grand Prix win in a Ferrari. So.
P1, I'm gonna
Mhm.
go with the obvious safe pick, George Russell. Like you said, he's confident, very happy with the car. Their margin in qualifying, I know I did predict Max Verstappen for pole position, but yeah, just the margin they have in qualifying, I believe, is still gonna stay. And yeah, George Russell, Mercedes is in that rocket ship. They have that loophole with whatever they found in the regulations in the engine. Yeah, just they're far and away the fastest team right now, and I do think for the third race in a row, it is going to be a Mercedes 1-2 with George Russell in first and Kimi Antonelli in second.
Okay.
Now we are going to be moving on to a new segment that we have, and obviously our channel name is We Have a Problem.
Hmm.
So I was trying to find a way to implement our channel name into a segment onto these predictions and onto our podcast. So yeah, this new segment is who is going to have a problem and who isn't going to have a problem. So pretty much, how it's going to go is a driver or team that we think is going to do pretty well this year, who isn't going to have a problem, and then a driver or team who we think is going to struggle this weekend, who is going to have a problem. So I can go ahead and start this one out.
Yeah, you go ahead, sir.
So first, I'm gonna start with who is going to have a problem. I'm gonna go with Ollie Behrman. Sadly, I like Ollie Behrman. I'm really high on Ollie Behrman, but he's had two pretty good races. He got P5 last race weekend in China, and he's fifth in the championship right now, ahead of guys like Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, and Max Verstappen.
Wow.
So yeah, I do think his luck is eventually going to run out, and I do think it is sadly going to happen here in Japan. So I do have Ollie Behrman, who I think is going to have a problem.
Okay. Uh, I mean, I think I'm gonna go with the safe pick because I've heard a lot of bad things with this team this season. But Aston Martin,
Mm-hmm.
um, which sucks because I do like Fernando Alonso. But you know, I've heard did they have they even finished the race?
No.
So yeah, I mean,
Also, congrats Fernando on having a baby. He just had a baby.
really,
Yeah,
I didn't know he was married.
I don't think he's married, but he
Oh,
but he had a baby this weekend. He wasn't at media day yesterday, so yeah, that's why he wasn't there. So yeah, he just had coming off having a baby.
so congrats, Fernando, friend of the podcast, by the way. But yeah, I mean, sorry, buddy. I mean, you're winning in life though, but yeah, that's why I see having a problem this weekend.
Alrighty, now who isn't going to have a problem? I'm gonna go with McLaren. They're both coming off of a DNS, double DNS last weekend in China. Oscar Piastri, the poor guy, hasn't even started a main Grand Prix this season yet.
Hmm.
He just finished the sprint race in China and I got like P5 or 6, I believe. But yeah, Lando Norris also, obviously the reigning world champion, as much as that pains to say. Yeah, they coming off of a double DNS last week, and I think Japan is a track where they are going to be pretty decent at. They obviously have the Mercedes engine in the back of their car as well. So yeah, maybe one of them even gets on the podium. But yeah, I'm going with McLaren to not have a problem.
Okay. I'm going for them not to have a problem. I'm gonna go with the safe pick. I can't really think of anything else but Mercedes. Um, I know I put Russell at P2, but again, they do have a really good car. And Russell's extremely confident, and so is Kimi, obviously off his first win. So I see them having a really good weekend. Maybe not winning the whole thing, but a really good weekend. And they're leading the constructors, right? Obviously.
Yeah,
So yeah, I see them building, adding on to that lead, and yeah. So I see Mercedes not having a problem, not only this weekend but probably all season. So yeah,
sadly.
yeah. I like Mercedes though. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not a big Russell guy, but Kimi's cool. I mean, obviously Max Verstappen is my guy, so I do hope Red Bull fixes their issues or whatever. But yeah, it is what it is.
yeah.
So yeah, Japan this weekend.
Let us know if you like that segment that we put together. Let us know your predictions for the Japanese race week.
Hmm.
This is the first year in a while where we're not going to have Yuki being the
Hmm.
Japan race week, the home hero. I'm pretty sure he's going to get a pretty good reception if he does go out there into the crowd because he still is Red Bull's reserve driver. So yeah, let us know your predictions. Who do you think is gonna have a problem? Who do you think isn't gonna have a problem? Who do you think is going to get pole position? And who is going to step onto that podium, first, second, and third place? Do
Yeah.
you have any more add-ons to say?
No, just not really. Um,
Like, comment, subscribe,
Let us
do all those
know what you
things.
guys think.
But yeah,
Um, when did they cancel those races?
oh yeah. After this race week, we have, I believe, 5 weeks off. There is no race in April at all.
Mm,
The next race after this, I believe, is Miami. In May. So yeah, we have after this 5 weeks without Formula One. It's pretty much just like a summer break that they take in the middle of the season. I know a lot of racetracks reached out to replace those two races, but Formula One, I guess, just didn't want to do it,
yeah.
which sucks to hear because now we're losing two races, which could be crucial
Just
for,
strap a machine gun to the F1 car.
which could be crucial to the Formula One championship. But yeah, after this, we're gonna be pretty bored without having cars on track.
So not much F1 content,
Yeah,
probably.
sadly, unless some big news comes out, like uh, randomly, Max Verstappen leaving Red Bull or something like
Yeah.
that, retiring maybe. But yeah, after this break, so no F1 content for a while. But yeah, ready to sign it off.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Alrighty, we will see you guys in 5 weeks for Miami race predictions. Peace.